Marney Winfield, Grateful Person in Recovery. My name's Marney Winfield, and I'm coming up on 3 years sober. My professional life is actually working with people in early recovery. So I work for a treatment center, which was life-changing in my own personal life. And so being a part of other people making that change is very fulfilling. And I've gotten married, so that was a beautiful thing. And my husband's very supportive of me in my recovery. So the way I look at it is I refer to it as my recovery tank. So my recovery tank is all the pieces of what I do in my daily life to stay clean and sober. So whether it's my work balanced with my personal life and family life, with participation in AA meetings or 12-step groups. So church, things like that all kind of come together, and I try to keep all things that fulfill me and feeling okay with where I'm at in my world full. So that's my recovery tank. So working for a treatment center is an interesting thing. First off, everybody's at different spots in their life when they come in to treatment, regardless of the fact that it might be their first time there. They might have been through us multiple times, but they're all there for the same reason, and that's to, learn about themselves and how to stay clean and sober. So me being a part of that is really meaningful, and it actually is a part that I feel like helps me stay clean. First and foremost, there's potential for relapse for anyone, right? No matter how much time you have. When you decide to go into a profession or take on a commitment, let's say as a recovery coach or a sponsor, things like that, I think people might be timid because they're in fear of if something were to happen with themselves in their own recovery. But you can't really have that be hanging over your head. It's basically about helping others is for me at least, is what gives me the passion and drive to work for an agency and work in the field of the helping profession, because I've been there and I want to help other people where they're at. Being part of 217 is a journey in itself. It's wonderful. We have fun with it.
We hope you come back for our next episode.
It's all about having fun in early recovery and talking about the serious stuff too. So being able to be a part of the podcast and helping the community and doing things for the treatment centers, it's all giving back. It's giving back for a place where I once was, and so that feels great. So when I'm down, my go-to is to talk about it with whoever's healthy in my life. I reach out to my husband. I reach out to coworkers. I'll reach out to other people in the program. Just somebody who's healthy that I can bounce things off of and kind of like get it out. Because when I hold things in is when things get bad. So this time when I went into treatment, it was for me. That was the number one difference. I had been in multiple treatment centers throughout my addiction, and all of them were driven by some other outside force, whether it was the law, whether it was my family, whether it was a boyfriend, whether it was an employer. There were always different reasons that I went into treatment. And so this last time, it was because I knew that I needed to change my life and I needed to do it for me. And so it was all on my terms. And I think that's what made the biggest difference. For right now, I am committed to my job with the treatment agency that I work for, and I'm a recovery homes manager. So that's super fulfilling. A lot of work, but I get to engage with a lot of clients that are kind of just getting a feel for what it's like living clean and sober for real. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm also completing my master's in social work with a future goal of clinical therapy. So, obviously, with a specialty in substance use disorder, and I definitely will probably be putting that into play with uh, either private practice down the line and with 217 recovery. So if I've learned anything from my husband, it's having fun in recovery is super important, right? And it's totally doable. That's the thing. People think that being in recovery is boring, and being sober is there's nothing to do. And I can't find other people that have the same interests as me without having drugs and alcohol be a part of it. Completely not true. And you need to find what's fun for you. That's the most important thing. Find what you can do that's supportive of you and what you're trying to do with your life, but also have fun with it.
What's the hardest part about being a co-host?
Dealing with you. You wanted an honest answer.